Hello energetic people, welcome to my YouTube channel Energetic Minds. In this video, we are going to learn about class and objects. We all know like Java is a object oriented programming language and class and object forms the fundamental without knowing these concepts you will not be able to move further. So let us understand what is class. A class is a blueprint for creating objects. It defines attributes which are nothing but data members, and methods, which are nothing but functions that operate on those attributes. So that is what is class. So it is like a blueprint for creating objects. Now what is object? Object is an instance of a class. It is a concrete realization of the class blueprint with its own set of attributes and methods. So, I believe like writing a program and learning through it is a best way of learning the Java. So let us start writing the program. So in this program, I'm going to give a demo on how object and class are being used in this program. So we'll create a program that defines a person class with attributes such as name and age and then create objects of this class. So we are going to create a class called person. We will be defining a class called person. So class person. So always remember the name of the class should start with a caps. Next, we'll be defining the variables inside this person class. What all? Suppose I define name and then age. These are the two attributes that I would like to keep it in person class. Now, I will be defining a constructor to initialize the object. Define a constructor to initialize the object. So public, how to define a constructor for the class person? We will be using the same class name. That is how we can identify the constructor. Okay. So I'll be taking these attributes, parameters, name, comma int, age. So this is a parameterized constructor. So I'll be initializing the name attribute. How I can do this dot name equals to name. So I'm initializing the name attribute. Similarly, I'll copy this line. This dot age equals to age. So what we are doing here, we are initializing age attribute. So what does this keyword mean? This points to the current object. So once we are done with this, now we are going to define a method in this class person. So what method I'm going to define? So I want to print the details of the person. Okay. Define a method to print details of the person. So what name I'll be giving to the method is display details. Suppose public void display details. I'm going to print system dot out dot println name plus, this is nothing but concatenation operator. This name is a string and this name is the variable. Okay. So we are going to print similarly the age. Now this is the class person. In this person class we have defined two variables, name and age. Then we have defined a constructor to initialize the object. Public person, string name and integer age, int age. So I have initialized the name attribute and the age attribute. After that I have defined a method to print the details of the person. The method name is display details and I have printed the, so I want to print the name and age here. That's it. So after that I'll come to the main class. Here this is the main class. Okay. So the main class name is object underscore class. Always remember the main class name and the Java file name is going to be the same one. Very important. Next. So in this main class, what I'm going to do is, this contains the main method. So here I'll be creating an object of the person class. So first of all, I'll create an object of the which class? Person class. We have seen in the above. How to create the object? Class name, then the object name. Here class name is person and the object name is person1. Any name you can give, object name, and then equals to new person so I'll be passing the values. John, suppose John, and I'll be giving the age as 30. These are the two values I'm going to pass. Now next, once I create an object of the person class, I'm going to call which method? I'm going to call the display details method. Call the display details method. For what? To print the details. To print the details of the person. How I can call? Same with the object name person 1. This is the dot operator, and we are going to call the method name display details. So this is going to print the details. Suppose I want to create another object, right? One object I have created already, person 1. Now I want to create one more object. How I can do that? Just I'll copy this. Create another object of the person class. So how I'm going to do that? So here I'm going to change the object name. So class name remains the same, and here the object name is person 2. Now here I would like to give another value like Alice. So suppose 25 is the age. Similarly, I want to call the display details method. How I can call here for the person 2? I'll be calling with the object name of the second person, person 2 dot display details. So what I'm doing here, call the display details method for second person. That's it. Once we are done, so let me execute this program and see here. Control F11. So we can see here, name is John, age is 30 for the first person, and the name is Alice and age is 25 for the second person. Okay, that is what we wanted the output to be like that only, and we have got the intended output. So once again I'm going to explain you. So I'll walk you through this program. We have created one person class, then we have defined the variables name and age, then we have defined a constructor to initialize the object. So how we will understand that it is a constructor? We will see that class name and the constructor name will be same. After that we have initialized the name attribute and the age attribute. Once we have done this, then we want to define a method to print the details of the person. How we are doing that? With the help of the display details method. This is the method name. In this method, I want to print name and age. Next, I'll be coming to the main class where I'll be passing the values or the parameters. So first of all, I'll create an object for the person. Person 1 is the object name. New person John, 30. These are the values that I am passing through the main method to the main class. Once I have done this, I want to display the details. So I want to access the display details method of the person class. How I can do that? With this object name person 1 dot display details, this method. Okay, I'm calling with the object name. So next I want to create another object for the same person. So for the person class. So here the object name is person 2. Now again that person 2, that is class, object name equals to new class, and we are passing the parameters, the values for for the variables. First one is name and the second one is age. After that we are printing the display details method for the second person. So we have seen the output. We got the name, first person John 30 and the Alice 25. So what is the purpose of objects and classes in the object-oriented programming language? So Java developers use classes and objects to make their code organized and reusable. So it helps them represent real-world things like users or products, making it easier to build and maintain software systems. I hope you have understood this program. If you like this program, do like, share and comment, and forget not to subscribe. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Until then, happy coding.